Before fall break, we were doing an Arduino project, and I caught everybody's project but one. This student created a guess the number game. You can adjust the number up or down and then submit your guess to find out if it's too high, too low, or correct. Pretty basic project. This one was made a little bit more difficult by using the 16x4 LCD screen, but also the random number generator was an adventure for him as well.
So I read the book After a Fashion by Jen Turano, who is a local author, and I've read a few books by her before. I like her writing style. It was historical fiction, and it was a romance. I liked it a lot. In fact, I read it, I think, in just one day. I had a day that I didn't have a lot going on, and it just kept moving for me. I wouldn't want to discuss it at book club just because there's a lot of plot holes and convenient things that happened, but it was a lot of fun to read. I enjoyed the characters and of course the great ending. So I would recommend After a Fashion.
Over the weekend I watched some fish videos, and it talked about neons in particular, and that neons really like to be in a school of 8 or more. So today I went out and bought some more neons so that they are more of a happy school. My pest is still in the tank. He's still in timeout. I've tried to let him out a couple times, and he always goes and attacks the silver mollies, and so very disappointing. I put him in a net so that I don't have to worry about him not getting sufficient air and clean water and stuff like that. And so hopefully this time out I can leave him in here for a little while, and hopefully he'll chill out a little bit.
I read the first in the Enola Holmes series, which is a juvenile fiction, and it is called The Case of the Missing Marquess by Nancy Springer. And I have watched the Netflix series, the 2 seasons or episodes that were out, and really enjoyed them. So I was excited to read the book, and I felt really good about how it held up and how they used pieces and parts in the Netflix show. It really still felt true to the character, and I really thought that Enola continued to be the interesting character I thought she was on TV. There was obviously some changes, and at least in this first book, she did not have nearly as much connection with Sherlock as I felt like she did in the show. But I could see myself picking up more of the Enola Holmes series. I would recommend it if you're looking for some mystery that isn't necessarily about murder, but you're looking for something maybe to read with a family member.
Saturday morning I came down, and my black molly had actually jumped over the edge of the container that he was in and was swimming around the tank and behaving himself and doing really well. And so I have let him just be off by himself, and he is doing really well in the tank now. Kind of wonder about the trauma that he must have gone through to get himself out of his container. I think that helped him get to a better place.
Also on Saturday, we headed up to Arvada. On the drive up, we got to enjoy a lot of fall colors, but then we went to Long Lake Regional Park for a lacrosse tournament. Our godson Hans was playing again this weekend, so we got to see him and we got to hang out with Eric and Ellie some more. Heidi was there supporting her brother, and Trina was home for the weekend, so she got to be there as well. Since it was a tournament, we got to see a couple of games. It was a very pleasant weekend weather-wise, and we had fun supporting our friends. It was a good end to a week that otherwise really didn't have many highlights.